Alright, we're shooting for the sky now. We are taking my F30 340i to the next level. I stayed on a stock turbo setup for months, trying to squeeze as much power as I could out of it. And we managed to get into the 10s, wheel spin and all. We also managed to stay on a budget. But going forward, the word budget doesn't exist. I'm trying to go fast, like very fast. I am so excited for this upgrade, guys. You have no idea. We're gonna make some massive power and we're gonna do it very soon. What we have here is a complete top mount big turbo upgrade from Doc Race. Here's your beautiful, beautiful manifold right here. Just look at the quality. Look how good this looks. Look at the welds, the polish, of course, the Doc Race branding. This is honestly a work of art. But of course, we need to make power, we need to get into the 8s, so we needed a nice big turbo. So this is the next gen PTE 6870, rated for 1200 horsepower, which is more than enough than we need to get into that number that I really want to get to. It is a ball bearing turbo, so we minimize lag there. This spools up very fast, and it is next gen, so it just amplifies things. And of course, the most obvious thing is that we got the housing painted. Yeah, that's right, not powder coated, painted in like this rugged industrial paint that we finished the calipers in, as you guys can see right here. Thanks to the guys next door at Rubio's Collision, they were able to take care of that. The charge pipes, well, it's a charge pipe, but it's 2 pieces that connect into one. Also paint match that as well, and it just, looks great. We got the dump tubes, of course, the massive downpipe, 3.5 inch. The dual Wastegates, everything you need to install them, all the accessories for the turbo kit, pretty much an all-in-one solution to get this kit on, and a heat shield that sits between the turbo and the valve cover, you know, so the valve cover doesn't melt like it did on my wide body car. We're also going to be installing coolant upgrades on this car, which you guys know is like, it desperately needs, especially if I'm planning to take it to the drag strip often. We'll probably install it all at once, but it's probably going to be split into 2 different videos so you guys can get the content sooner. I'm sure you guys will appreciate it. We'll focus on a turbo kit for this video, and then we'll focus on the coolant upgrades for the following video. For those of you guys interested in the sauce and you have a B58 Gen 1, we do have this turbo kit listed on our website at vehiclevows.com. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, email us or chat with us, and we'd be happy to help you guys out. B58 has a ton of room here, so the uninstall and install process is a lot more straightforward. We'll start taking off accessories, intakes. By the way, all the match stuff that we're removing today are gonna be for sale for sure. So we have a brand new used part section, open box section on the website. So I'll leave a link to that down in the video's description. So first come, first serve.
Yes.
Get these upgrades now, guys, before the 150% tariffs kick in. And then this intake goes from costing $200 to like $800.
I don't know, man. By the time this video goes up, we might be at like 400% China tariffs. The way things are going nowadays.
So I get asked often when we did the full bolt-ons in this car, why didn't you guys do the charge pipe? Well, because they're not as common on the B58 to like blow up like the N54. 55 ones, but I already knew I was gonna install this big turbo kit. I didn't really rush into it. I was trying to keep the build as budget as possible at first, but now that it kind of got past that phase, we're just gonna go for the rich boy build.
Budget's kind of out the window at this point.
At this point, yeah. Sorry guys, but if you guys want to catch the prior episodes where we were more on a budget, feel free to check those out.
Removing the Mega Dome.
First try.
Come on, brother. Dang.
Jizz.
Pretty much done on top. Obviously, besides the manifold nuts on the top, but we got to get the downpipe and the turbo lines out. Now we got to go downstairs, take the under trays off.
Let's go. One step closer, guys. Downpipe removed. Oil drain line disconnected, right?
Yeah, so the oil drain we disconnected, and then all we have left, since we got the downpipe out already, there is a T30 here that holds the 2 coolant feed and drain lines in place. You can actually remove this heat shield on the coolant feed line, and there's a squeeze clip here, and a T30 right there, and that actually relieves the coolant feed line and oil feed. Just disconnect them from the block and we'll remove the whole thing as a unit. And then it's just all the 10s on top and 10s that hold the lower bar. You just gotta loosen them and then the whole turbo will come out.
When removing the nuts from the manifold, the studs would come out. Not just a few of them, all of them. Which is why it's a good idea to have a turbo install kit handy when doing a job like this.
Oh, we got no threads, threads, and no threads.
Mushroom top, dog.
And now we can pull the turbo out.
Oh, there she goes.
God dang. Come on out, lad.
10-pounder.
Oh yeah, we're eating this one tonight.
Guys, check it out. So here's the stock turbo. Look at the rear section exhaust side compared to this Precision 6870, bro. Look at that. That is such a fucking massive upgrade. Oh. Like, I'm not even mad at the stock turbo, man. We probably made over 500 horsepower with it, got into the 10s, but this one is the real deal. I guess we can compare the exhaust manifold as well. Here it is. Old, new. My God.
Heat management is super important in the engine bay, being that a majority of the components there are made of plastic. So of course we used titanium exhaust wrap on the downpipe and also decided to do it on the manifold. That said, if you decide to purchase a turbo kit from us, we do give the option to get the manifold thermal coated, which is something we didn't do.
All right, so the next thing we gotta do before we install the turbo kit, got this water line hose. Goes around the block of the engine to the intake manifold, which means I gotta remove the intake manifold, which is why I told you guys that we're also doing coolant upgrades at the same time, and this is pretty much the reason. So this is the block off you need to put on to the hose. This connects to the aux pump. The reason why you have to remove the intake manifold is because you have no access. So this guy does not plug into that hose. Don't try it. It doesn't work. This goes on the plug underneath the intake manifold. If you are going, you know, single turbo, this is like expected to take off a lot of anyways. Yep. Yeah, never mind. We removed it. We're not taking off the intake manifold. Yeah, I removed it for sure. Right here. Yep, that's why we broke it off. What do you? Oh. All right, take over, Tyler.
Squat and cough.
Take over, dog.
All right, so what we got going on is this manifold onto that cylinder head.
Oh!
Ooh, that's a big one.
Why is it bent?
Yours isn't bent?
Finds the G-spot.
No, I don't have the curved one. I got a straight one.
Not your fingers.
Whoa.
I don't know if I'm going in the hole, but I'm in something.
Don't put it in a butt by accident.
Oh!
You like that finger action?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
Got the crusty bolts. Well, I think we are good. Hey, don't forget the bracket, guys.
What's right?
Shout out to Carlos.
Turn car off, turn.
Quick note, cylinder 6 bolt or cylinder 6 and 5, between that, you gotta put the bolt in first because the runner is in the way, unless we shorten this bolt.
What?
All right, we're gonna take a commercial break.
Give me your sales pitch, bro.
What do I sell? This video was sponsored by Dielectric Grease. Get you some.
Lee's over here walking the dog. Aha! Woof woof. ASE certified.
Ali doesn't do that.
I help
Ali's
other
not a
people.
big tipper. Bro, he tipped $20 on 50 bucks.
Damn.
I don't know why I go to Starbucks, buy a $10, whatever it is, and there's a tip. They're asking for a tip.
Scan.
Okay, you go to Subway now, and it's literally big bold print tip amount, 20%.
I say no tip. You made my food.
Hey, the craziest shit that I ran into recently, I had to do the ticket clinic at the end of the traffic school. They asked for a tip at the end of the traffic school. They hit me for over $100, bro.
Bro, this tip situation.
And they still asked for a fucking tip. Did this all start from grinding the tip of the bolt down? Is that why we're talking about
Yeah.
tips?
It's just, okay, it's between the tip thing and the donating thing. You go to Wawa, oh cool, I'll donate $2 because it says it'll go to a good cause.
Hey, round up.
Then you go to the next store, hey, they're asking for the same donation. And then I finally get to the fourth store where I don't give the donation and the lady looks at me wrong, like,
Why aren't you donating to the kids? I'm like, the last 4 stores I just donated. And how much of it is actually going to the kids? 3%. I looked it up.
They send 3 cents, bro.
Even Taco Bell. Would you like to round up?
What do you like to girl?
I got hit that yesterday.
Yeah. If you round up and they get 80 cents, how much of that goes to the whatever the cause is?
4 or 5 cents.
Bro, 4 or 5 cents.
I'm
not making this up, guys. It's a non-profit organization, bro. CEO is like gets a $5 million bonus. Non-profit though.
Everybody say happy birthday to this man in the comments. Woo! Joe turned 12 today.
Hell yeah.
No, I turned 13.
Oh,
13,
he's
13.
You're tipping them to bag your food, bro. Listen, if I'm sitting down and you're taking care of me, I'm tipping good.
You just lost like 20 subscribers.
Hey, would you tip VLAN for buying taillights?
Yes. Got Joe a cake on Uber Eats because I forgot to get him a cake, right? So the tip was $8. The cake was $62.
But I don't get no cake for my birthday.
Oh my $80 cake, dog.
$80 for a cake.
God, that's how much Tyler loves you, bro.
I guess he does.
Hey, it's only right you ask for a tip when you work on people's cars, bro.
All right, the new feature is that.
All right, so from now on, when you're done watching these videos, I'm gonna need you to hit like, subscribe, I need you to leave a tip too. So
I'll just take all the tips.
We're gonna leave a tip jar on your desk.
Thanks, guys.
Ike's salary just went up.
Hey. We're still trying to get this one bolt in, by the way. I think he got it, you know.
so is that one bolt.
It's just the tip.
Holy.
Oh, that kind of shit slow, huh?
My God, he's brick over here. Dang.
I'm pretty sure you guys didn't see this coming. The dualies, bruh. Oh, yeah. The wastegates were up next. We made sure to mod both of them with the dump tubes before tightening them. We also went up to a 24-pound spring setup versus the 14-pound setup it comes with out the box.
There you go. So here's something we didn't realize earlier, but each dump tube has a bracket.
I did realize. Don't be saying I didn't realize. I realized.
Okay. Anyways, there's a bracket on each dump tube, and then essentially they connect to each other, so we can figure out the orientation easily that way. And this is where they should sit at.
Do want to pay attention to your starter wire, so I would say probably flip this over because you can flip this bracket over, I think, and try to get it as close as possible to the engine block. But the dump tube shouldn't really get that much heat unless you know you're in full boost at all times, which is not going to happen.
Not in Mexico.
Perfecto. The charge pipes. Gandhi. Not that everything was installed, I couldn't wait to hear the car fire up. No, that sounds fucking epic. By the way, I've never really heard a turbo sound that way. That's a very distinct sound. It's not T51R mod, it's just different. And me like it. That sound good. Bro, that sound good. Me like it. Unfortunately, guys, here's where we're gonna end the video. Guys, we gotta get into part 2, which is gonna be in a separate video, so you guys can see this video sooner, which are the coolant upgrades for the 340i. I hope you guys forgive me for that. I know, it's like a shitty cliffhanger, but I'm trying to get these videos out so you guys can see everything as soon as possible. So forgive me, hit the like button if you guys enjoyed it. This car's gonna make an insane amount of power. I got a lot stored for it. Subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out. And as always, thanks for watching. Till next time.